Boys don't have confidence anymore, and it was stressing me out. Yesterday at Carnival, when boys were approaching my friends, well, they were approaching my friends. They was not approaching me because I was not approachable in the slightest. Every time friends are bad bitches, yeah, I get it. I'm with some bad bitches. But they were coming over like, excuse me. Excuse me. Ah! I grew up in a generation where men came over like, excuse me, miss, can I just talk to you? Like... And then the boys are looking at me like your friend's bad vibes because the whole time they're like using this weak ChatGPT shit game to talk to my friends. I'm like... And it didn't help that I was also like, I had a drink or 5. So all my inside thoughts and facial expressions were coming out. I was just like... At one point, a guy asked my friend for a hug. He was like, obviously, like, you said that you're seeing someone, so you're not interested in me, but, like, can I get a hug? Guys, I'm not lying. I was like this. I was like, I did get told off by my friends. They said I'm being rude. But,
Do women need men?
We have all independent girls worldwide. We have to say that we have the reason why I don't have a boyfriend is because I need to be actual to
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you're doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. I've got a video for you here for Man Reacts titled, "There's an epidemic of men deliberately refusing to talk to women in public." You know, it's not a surprise that this is happening. Women have constantly told men to not approach them in public. And men have listened to what women have said. And they have started to walk away and live their lives in peace. Now, not to waste any of your time, let's jump right to the video.
I wish I was chill as a dude. Bro, they are living so peacefully because they just, like, either don't care or... No, they just don't care. Once I texted a guy saying I'm upset, and he didn't even call me. He just texted me back, like, an hour later, like, ha, 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 why? And then I was like, never mind. And then he was like, aw, come on. And that's it. And then I didn't answer that. And then that's the last time we spoke. And I was like, that is so... That's so awesome. That is so awesome. I wish I had that ability because, I mean, I have lost sleep because I answered someone's DM like 2 hours late and I felt bad. It was spam, but I felt really poorly. I was like, yes, I do want Ray-Bans. I'm so sorry.
She's upset because the guy didn't drop everything immediately to see what upset her. Those are games. We men are over that shit now.
Love is like a game to women like this. When it comes to texting, they would text you hours later after you have texted them as part of their strategy to not seem desperate or just to play with your emotions. She's upset at the fact that that man didn't play along with her games. But women like this need to understand that men with self-respect won't put up with a woman who plays games. They have stuff going on in their lives, and they're focused on achieving their goals, and they're not going to waste their time with women who see love as a game.
We aren't just...
How is a man gay if he doesn't want to speak to you just because you have 3 kids? A man who is gay is attracted to other men. But women like this like to shame men whenever they don't approach and talk to them. And this woman decided to shame a man on social media for not talking to her for having 3 kids, instead of just reconciling with her baby daddy and talk things through with him.
So, I'm sure this won't do well because I'm literally in bed and there's no lighting, but this is a thought I've been having a lot today, and I just want to see what the world thinks about it, honestly. And if the world is 10 people, I want to know what you think about it, okay? Have we taken the man hatred too far? Now, hold up. Really hear me out here. Because I just think that men our age, and I'm 27, so Gen Z to millennial, right? They were raised by really bad men. And did we ever give them a chance, is my question. And maybe we did, and I could totally be wrong. But I just, oh, you guys hear my cat? I just really think that, I think men's suicide rate is 3 times to 4 times as much as women's. I think we put them in a box and we're not letting them out. And I'm worried about them. And you may be thinking, like, who needs to worry about the white men or the men in general? And maybe we don't, but because the world does grant them a lot of privilege. I will acknowledge that. But I think the privilege was mostly to their dads, right? And like maybe the 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds, etc. But I feel like our generation, they were raised in a generation that like they didn't have a chance.
She's right. There are men out there who were raised by bad fathers. There are men out there who were never raised by good parents. Men's suicide rate is more than women's suicide rate. The reason for this is that men deal with a lot of problems in their life, and instead of expressing them outwardly, they would bottle them up on the inside, especially the younger generation. But just this alone isn't enough to convince them to commit suicide. There are other factors that play a role as well in men deciding to end their lives, including having no one to talk to or help them with whatever they're going through, as well as having a feeling of hopelessness at the fact that they could never solve this problem. And some women have a lack of sympathy toward men. And yes, it is difficult for men out there, and it's sad to see all of this happening. Men, stay strong out there, no matter the challenges and the hardships you face.
Okay, so I don't know if it's just me, but the biggest misconception with pretty girls is that everyone thinks that we just have thousands of guys in our phone, just texting our phone 24/7, and we're just... You think I'm beautiful? It's not like I've heard that 1,000 times. I'm not coming on this app trying to sound stuck up. I'm coming on this app to help y'all understand this. I just feel like everyone thinks that in our phones, we just have multiple guys texting. It's like, we really don't have nobody texting this phone. This phone is drier than the Sahara Desert. And especially if you're a pretty girl with high standards and you respect yourself and you have boundaries, like, I'm telling you, this phone is so dry. And I be sick when I'm trying to talk to a guy thinking like he don't have a chance, or he thinking he can't talk to me because he's, oh, you're probably texting your other homes. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve when they say that, because it's like, you should be happy I'm even talking to you. Hey boy, that's probably what you over there doing. I'm too busy focused on God and my goals over here. So it's like, oh.
This woman thinks too highly of herself, as she thinks that the average male should be happy enough that she's even talking to him. And don't fall for what she's saying. She's probably receiving some attention from men on her phone. Pretty women receive attention from men. She's just upset because she wants Chad and Tyrone to approach and speak to her, and not the average man.
So I have been told many times that my level of confidence and the way I look is the reason why men do not engage with me. Well, yesterday I tried that 29 flirtatious things that Jay Shetty shared. I was in a workplace yesterday that had an extraordinary amount of men. Now, usually I'd be walking around just like doing my thing. And well, hey, 15 years single, that has not worked for me. So instead what I did, I would like look right in the eye. Obviously, I don't know who's single and who's not single, but like, I'm not touching anybody. Look at them and then either smile or just like, and keep walking past. Some of the guys would be like staring at me, and then other guys would be like biggest smiles on their faces. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been doing wrong for 15 years. Instead of showing my pearly teeth and my little smiley cheeks, I've just had a don't approach me look. Anyway, girls, you need to try it today. Just see people, or guys or girls, whatever you're into, and just smile and like lock eyes and just wait to see what they do. That was a lot of fun.
This woman is 43 years old, and she may have discovered this a little too late. And now she's giving advice to other women to try out what she did to receive attention from men. And also, she's been single for 13 years, which means that she was in a relationship in her 20s. What happened in that relationship leaves room for interpretation. I wonder what was the reason as to why things didn't work out in her previous relationship. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's video there. If you have any thoughts about this, be sure to leave your comments on the comments section below. And if you liked the video, kindly like and subscribe to the channel. It will always be appreciated. And have a wonderful day. And as always, I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.